Tell me how you feel, you know I keep it real. I get the.
This video is what I have learned over the past 12 months of 2020.
Hey, hi, what's up? What it do? It's Liaa back again with another video. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and turn on post notifications so you get notified every time I post another video. One of the things I learned is to not take life for granted, because it could be taken away from you at any given moment.
With COVID, with, violence.
Don't take it for granted, because you, your loved one, God forbid your friend, anyone, God forbid, could be gone any second, and it is not guaranteed that you will have a chance to say goodbye. You know what I'm saying? So cherish the moments you have with people. Another thing I learned, which it took me a minute to learn, like I knew this already previously, but I didn't fully grasp it, which is some people aren't in your life forever. A lot of people are temporary. A lot of people are temporary, and everybody has their own time, and when it's time for them to go, you have to be ready to let them go. It took me a minute to realize this and to accept this, because as you don't really want to lose anybody and they're still alive, but you're not close anymore. It took me a while. So yeah, another thing I learned along the lines of friendships and stuff like that is that you have to be able to differentiate between friends and acquaintances. Do not use the word friend lightly, because not everybody is good for you, and not everybody is your friend. They may be your acquaintance, you talk to them, but it doesn't necessarily make them your friend, or they may not be necessarily friend worthy. If you're using that word lightly, you can't be surprised when they stab you in the back easy, or they switch on you easy, or they leave real quick, or whatever, or they don't treat you like a friend, because y'all never had that friend relationship for real. I'm sorry for the dog barking. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but I can't do anything about that. But a lot of people can relate during quarantine and outside of quarantine, and I'm talking about both. So, being alone and by yourself does not always equal being lonely. You don't have to be, like, if you're by yourself, that doesn't mean you're lonely. You could have fun and stuff by yourself. It doesn't mean that you're necessarily lonely or sad or anything like that. You have to be able to, be comfortable being by yourself and have fun by yourself, because at the end of the day, there's not always going to be somebody else there to have fun with you or anything like that. Another thing I learned this year is that we need to breathe. Everybody needs to breathe. You need to breathe because it's healthy. That's what you need to do. You need to be able to breathe, take a step back from a situation. If it's stressful or something like that, assess it, come back to it. If that's there's a problem that arises. If you're stressed out and you feel like you just can't do it anymore, whether it's work, school, whatever, take a step back, breathe, collect yourself, come back and try again. Or if, let's say, there's a problem like with your personal life or something like that, and you're thinking about it and you're upset, you're heated, before you react to the situation, take a step back, breathe, do some breathing methods, calm down, think about it, think about what you're going to do, then take a step forward and react. And then, so it's logically assess what's going on, come back, try again, deal with it, whatever. That's what you need to do because you don't want to just react. Because when you just react off your emotions, what you're feeling at the exact moment, it doesn't end up good. Another thing I had to learn, and this is kind of hard for some people, you have to set boundaries to ensure you're never walked all over. You being nice all the time or always saying yes and afraid to say no could lead to people walking all over you and taking advantage of you. You're up here, you know your worth is up here. Do not come down here to meet somebody else. Stay up here, wait for them to meet you up there. And if they don't meet you up there, then that's on them. But you're not lowering your standards, your boundaries, nothing like that for anybody else. Because there are friends that will match your energy, match your level, match all of that. Another thing I learned, this took a long time. This took me years to understand. Life is too short to hold any grudges. Whatever they did to you, that's what they did. That's a reflection of how they feel about themselves and what's going on in here. And that has nothing to do with you. However, they may have hurt you, they may have did whatever, but it's your job to let it go. You could forgive them, but you don't have to conversate with them. That doesn't necessarily mean, oh yeah, I forgave you, now we're friends. No. I forgave you for my sanity, for my peace, and I will continue to walk on my path, and you can walk on yours. We are no longer associating with each other, but I forgave you for what you did. Now, if they don't admit to what they did, then same thing. Just forgive them. Or you may not know what you have done. You don't even have to tell them you forgave them. Just forgive them within yourself so you can have peace, you can have clarity, and you know, that's not something that's still holding you back from your opportunities, your doors being opened and stuff like that. Another thing I had to learn, and this is something I think about daily. Not everyone is going to support you. Nobody really is going to support you. If you have a few people supporting you, great. But not a lot of people are going to genuinely support you. They may support you along your way when they see you growing and succeeding. But from the very beginning, you're lucky if you have some people supporting you. People will not support you until you're doing good. And then when you're doing good, they support you. And then if you start doing better than them, they don't support you. So, my last lesson that I learned this year, well, I learned a lot more than in this video, but I'm just keeping it short. Everyone has their own path. You can't be fixated on somebody else's journey and path because you will start to steer in the wrong way yourself. Think about it like this. Say you're driving a car. You have to pay attention to the road in front. If you start to look over, your car will start to steer this way because most of your attention is over here. And the brain can't really multitask that well. Some people can, but your brain is not made to do that. So you're driving, one hand maybe, you're looking over, your car will start to lean. Not like well maybe, but start to lean. Then start to lean, and then you're off your path eventually. Stay focused on your path. Stay focused on your goal. Because everybody has their own time. Everybody has their own moment. Your path is way different from the next person. You're fixated on their goals and their accomplishments. You're missing yours. You're missing your exits. You're missing your turn. You're missing the stop sign. You're missing all of that. You're missing it. Because you're so looking at what they're doing and what they're doing, you're not worrying about what you're doing. That's all I have for you guys today. If you want to see a part 2, let me know. I will do that for you. And also comment down below some lessons you learned in 2020. I would like to hear from you guys. And stay blessed, stay positive, and I'll see you later.
Baby said she tryna go down to these blues. She know I'm a hot nigga, she know how I do. She wanna